Welcome to USA War History. I'm Sunny, and here we uncover the darkest, deadliest, and most shocking wars in American history. America stood at a point of no return, one nation, but divided by two completely different beliefs. On one side, the North, on the other, the South, and then began a war that would cover American soil in blood. Some battles during this war were so deadly that entire towns turned into graveyards. Thousands of men died within just a few hours. Families were destroyed, and America was changed forever. Today we explore the deadliest battles of the American Civil War. Chapter 1. Why the Civil War started. American Civil War was not just a war over land. It was a war about power, politics, and slavery. The northern states were becoming industrial and modern. Meanwhile, the southern states depended heavily on slavery and plantation farming, cotton fields, plantations, and forced labor. For years, tensions kept growing. Then, in 1860, one man became president, Abraham Lincoln. The South feared that Lincoln would eventually end slavery. That fear pushed several southern states to leave the United States. They formed their own government, the Confederacy. Then, in April 1861, the first shots were fired. The Civil War had officially begun. Chapter 2. The First Battle of Bull Run. At first, many Americans believed the war would end in just a few weeks, but they were terribly wrong. In July 1861, near Virginia, the first major battle took place, the First Battle of Bull Run. Thousands of soldiers marched into battle full of excitement. Some civilians even arrived with picnic baskets to watch the fighting. They believed it would be some kind of spectacle, but within hours, everything changed. Gunfire, cannons, screams, blood. The Union Army suffered a devastating defeat. Soldiers panicked and fled the battlefield. Roads became filled with dead and wounded men. America suddenly realized something terrifying. This would not be a short war. It would become a nightmare. Chapter 3. The Battle of Shiloh, Tennessee. Early in the morning, Union soldiers were still asleep in their camps. Then suddenly, the Confederate Army launched a surprise attack. This was the Battle of Shiloh. Explosions erupted everywhere. Men woke from their sleep and rushed into combat with almost no preparation. Many soldiers did not even understand what was happening. The battle continued for 2 horrifying days. Rain turned the battlefield into a sea of mud and blood. When it was finally over, more than 23,000 men were dead, wounded, or missing. At that moment, it became the deadliest battle in American history. The entire nation was shocked. Chapter 4. Antietam. The bloodiest day. September 17, 1862, Maryland. One single day, just one day, and it became the bloodiest day in American history. The Battle of Antietam. From sunrise to sunset, the fighting never stopped. In the cornfields, soldiers fired at each other from point-blank range. At a location later known as Bloody Lane, bodies piled on top of bodies. Cannons destroyed entire sections of the battlefield. More than 23,000 casualties in only 12 hours. Imagine that. So much death in a single day. But this battle also changed history in another way. After Antietam, Lincoln announced the Emancipation Proclamation, a historic order that opened the path toward ending slavery in America. Chapter 5. Gettysburg. The Turning Point. July 1863, Pennsylvania. 3 days that would change America forever. The Battle of Gettysburg. It became one of the most famous and deadliest battles of the Civil War. Confederate General Robert E. Lee wanted to invade the North, but the Union Army confronted him at Gettysburg. The first day brought brutal fighting. The second day brought snipers, artillery fire, and complete chaos. Then came the third day, one of the most dangerous assaults in military history. Pickett's charge. Around 12,000 Confederate soldiers crossed an open field directly toward Union lines, but Union cannons and rifles were waiting for them. Within minutes, thousands of soldiers fell. The field became covered with bodies. When the battle ended, there were over 51,000 casualties. Gettysburg became the turning point of the Civil War. The Confederacy would never fully recover from this defeat.